Hi, this is Tim of Europa Star Magazine at SIHH 2019 with Chronometrie Fernand Berthoud, and we are looking at a pair of watches, one in white gold, one in red for 2019, 5 pieces each. The model that you're looking at right here is the FB 1.12. Now, both watches are 44 millimeters, as the original 2016 Aiguille d'Or winner was. This one actually features 20 baguette gems in its flank. You can see the watch is numbered on its frontispiece as well as on its case back and its flanks, 3 individual series numberings. The watch is effectively lugless. As you can see, there are inserts in the flank of the case that dock with the strap. So the watch is 44 millimeters in diameter. It's also only about 44 millimeters lug to lug. Now we need to talk about the dials of these watches because they are crafted from solid gold. The white gold watch features a yellow gold dial that's been rusticated to create a patinated look and then freehand engraved to create the vintage calligraphy image that you see flanking the center seconds hand. It creates a look almost like a vintage parchment. It's deep, it's lacquered, it's dark, and it's sensational. You also note there is a power reserve scale tracing the 53-hour power reserve, and we're going to note the fact that the watch features a center seconds despite the fact that it is a tourbillon. This is exceptionally unusual. Now the caseback features an extravagantly oversized tourbillon carriage. I'm going to get super close here, beating away at 21,600 vibrations per hour. The power reserve is 53 hours, and you can see there's a Geneva Maltese cross-style stopworks designed to prevent the watch from running once it passes its chronometric power reserve. The watch is a COSC certified Swiss chronometer, and this 45 joule movement is freehand engraved. You can see the bridges and the plates of a pillar-style construction. You can see the void inside. It is constructed with 2 plates and pillars in the center, but the watch is actually freehand engraved with a solid yellow gold set of bridges and plates. Now the timepiece, dramatically less common than most of the watches, even here at the Carré des Horlogers at SIHH. The company only offering 5 of each, but only producing between 20 and 30 watches per year at its Val de Travers manufacture. 44 millimeters in white gold, number 3 of the series. This is the FB 1.12 from Chronometrie Fernand Berthoud, and we are looking at what is effectively a 5-piece limited series in red gold, the FB 1.21, a timepiece with viewing ports so you can actually see into the pillar-style movement from its flanks. We'll talk about what that means in a moment. In case you're wondering, yes, the watch does include a pin buckle and features inserts on the case flank that effectively act as the docking point for the strap. You'll note that the strap sits inside revetments, so it's completely enclosed by the case and the lug hoods. As a result, this 44 millimeter watch wears incredibly compact. If you can wear a 40 millimeter round watch, you can wear this. Now the timepiece is octagonal, though the dial is round and sensational. Let's look at the details. It features a 5N red gold dial that has been rusticated to create a sort of matte aged finish. It's then freehand engraved to create the imagery of the calligraphy that you see, which is actually lacquer filled. There's a power reserve that traces the 53 hours of reserve de marche, and you can see at center there is a train driving center seconds, exceptionally unusual for a tourbillon timepiece. Turning it over so you can see the crown, it's a handsome custom piece. The factory out in Val de Travers building about 20 to 30 pieces per year, and this is what sets it apart from the FB 112 that we saw before. Red gold on the outside, red gold on the inside, and you get a good sense of the amount of time invested in this watch. Not only does it have mirrored anglage, sharp interior angles, straight satin graining, and black polished screw heads with chamfered slots, but you have freehand engraving of the actual bridges, and you can see the pillar construction. So there's one on the bottom that effectively acts as the dial side of the watch, and then there's one what's effectively the top of the movement, the tourbillon side, and you can see no two can be exactly alike because this is not rose lathe work. This is done with a traditional graver and a chisel. This is number 3 of a series of 5, and we are going to demonstrate the fusee and chain constant force device that operates this tourbillon chronometer. Now you can see the chain moving between fusee and barrel, and there's actually a spiral pattern to the fusee, and you can see it's much like a bicycle chain. If you want to go up a hill, you need mechanical advantage, you need a bigger cog on the back. Well, a watch works the same way. As the mainspring barrel discharges, it needs more mechanical advantage to be able to turn the escapement. As a result, you have the fusee with its larger diameter coming into play later on in the power reserve as it runs down, the larger fusee giving more mechanical advantage, and as a result maintaining the constant force to the escapement. Now when the watch can't deliver a certain amount of force, the stopworks comes into play to stop the discharge, and you'll note just a second ago Fernand Berthoud incorporating a clever decoupler, much like a slipping bridle in an automatic, so if you reach the end of the travel, you can't overwind it. This is the Fusée chain in the FB 1.21 SIHH 2019.